Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into how to supercharge your Unity development workflow by using Cursor IDE, an AI-powered code assistant. Whether you are building games, apps, or VR experiences, Cursor IDE can speed up your coding process and help you write better code. So if you are on YouTube, you have seen there are a lot of Cursor tutorials these days. But what I saw was there were not many, or at least I didn't found any tutorial on how to integrate it in Unity. So I thought, like, if I can make a tutorial on this, it will be really helpful for all the Unity developers out there. So though this channel is specifically dedicated to mixed reality, but this tutorial is like quite generic, and anyone who is working on a Unity project can use this tutorial to just integrate Cursor into their workflow and just supercharge it. So let's begin. So this is the home page for Cursor, and you need to download it from here and just install it. So basically it's like VS Code. The interface is same like VS Code, but there are a few changes in it which are because of the AI powered capabilities. So let's understand that. But first, let's go back to our project. So this is our regular mixed reality project which we were working on. So, but if any one of you who has not been following this playlist and they are on any Unity project, this will also work on any other Unity project. So let's go to preferences, and if you see in external tools, I have just selected Cursor here. So this is not the way you have to integrate Cursor. This I'm just showing like what is the incorrect way of integrating Cursor first. So once you install Cursor, you might see here Cursor, but if you are not seeing it here, you can also browse and just you may just put the exe of the Cursor there, and you will see it here. But I'll show you one thing. Let's say this script. Now this script will open in Cursor. So this is the Cursor IDE. So if I toggle it here, I can do the AI powered chat here. I can select the models here, and let's open a terminal as well. But this is not a C# project. If you see, this is not a Visual Studio project, which generally we can see when we open it in Visual Studio, or even sometimes with VS Code we open it and we can see it's a Visual Studio project. But this, if you see, it's not giving any information here on what it is. Like, it is not giving information on the vector 2, so it is not having those IntelliSense properties which are essential for us while working in a Unity project. So how we can integrate it? So for this, there is one repository. So if you see, this is the link. I'll put the link of this repository into the description. So you just need to open this repository, and this is the basically someone has forked this Git repository, which is for Visual Studio actually, but it is now for Cursor. So I'll just show you. The integration is really simple. You just need to copy this link from here, and you go to your Unity project, and from your package manager, just import this Git URL. So if you insert this Git URL here, so it is installing a package. We'll wait for it. Okay, so now you see this Cursor editor is installed, and it is showing Cursor editor integration for supporting Cursor as a code editor of Unity. It adds support for generating CS project files for IntelliSense purposes, auto discovery of installations, etc. So this is what we need. This is the right way to integrate Cursor with Unity. And now if you go to preferences, you can see Cursor is like one of the official script editors, like one of the supported script editors now for VS Code projects. And now let's open this script again. And so now if you see, it has detected it as a C# project. And obviously you need to have the Windows, what we can say, the .NET SDK installed on your system already, and it should be detected it should be in the path variable, so that Cursor will understand Visual Studio projects in it. In default Visual Studio, you don't need to have that because everything is already set up. But for this kind of third-party IDE integrations, you need to have .NET SDKs as well, because it will understand, like it will detect whether it's a C# project or not. So now if you go to vector 2, you can see representation of 2D vectors and points. And now let's see how to use cursor. So if you see, I was just creating one script here, but you can also create a new chat. So just to explain you some features of the cursor. So these are specific cursor settings. So you can have some rules for this AI, and you also have these models. You can just tick on, tick off which models you want. So if you, I'll just show you in the settings that I'm currently on a pro plan, but you can also use the free one, in which you will have limited premium model requests. So here I have 500 requests, and GPT-4o mini or cursor small, this is like unlimited, because these are just smaller models which cost, which has lower cost. But premium models, which are basically the Claude Sonnet 3.5 and GPT-4o, and now even OpenAI's O1 preview is also supported. If you see here in the chat, O1 mini and O1 preview, these are also supported, but obviously they are not on a pro plan yet. You will have to go with optional base usage pricing. You can set your limit here, and basically these pricing are for Claude 3 Opus, and also this is for Open AI's O1 mini and O1 preview request. So these will cost additionally. It's like 10 like what we can say 10 cents kind of per request it is charging, but that is only for specific use cases. But okay, so now I'll show you how to work with cursor. So this is the terminal. So obviously this is a Unity project. We don't need a lot of bash commands here, because whatever code we write here, we will also have whatever code we write here, it can be seen in the Unity. So if you press Ctrl I, sorry, not here. If you press Ctrl I, so you will get a cursor composer. So this is a cursor composer feature. You can also open it in full view, and you can chat with this script basically. But you can also add other scripts if you want in your project. But currently there is only this one script, so it will show one script. And if you type @, so it will show like files, folders, code. If you want discuss, you can use a web as well. You can also integrate some documents into it. Currently this is more suitable for web projects like React, Next.js, because they have the official documents already integrated into cursor, and you can also integrate some links into cursor. For Unity documentation, I'm still trying to figure out how to integrate Unity docs here, but you can directly chat with the entire code base and create what you want. So this is the cursor composer. I'm just showing you quickly first. If you select any script, if you select some lines of the script, you can either add to chat, or you can just edit it here, and always choose the proper model for what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to do something very simple, choose a smaller model like GPT-4o mini or cursor small, mostly GPT-4o mini, because it has a larger, what we can say, training data on it, and you can do a smaller modifications here. But if you're trying to do some like big complex logic, then obviously I'll prefer like the Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which is the pro model, especially for the coding. Okay, so let's add some code to this script through AI. So what I'll do is I'll just add this script here, and in the chat I will ask it to, let's say, add this script modify code to integrate an interaction when player presses V button of Oculus controller. A cube should spawn at the tip of the controller, and the cube so let's see how it generates. So if I just press enter, so you can see this code is getting generated here. And what we need to do is we just need to apply, and it has automatically applied all the scripts what it requires. So we just need to see, you can see we can have a cube prefab here, and the right controller anchor we need to assign. And if over your input.get down, it has also detected which is the right method for pressing the B button, and it has also written the method for it for spawning the cube. So we just need to either accept it. If you are ready, you can just click accept and everything will be accepted, or if you can just click here one by one to just accept it, but then you need to save it as well. But if you click accept, it will be saved and it will be done for you. So now if you open Unity, this script will be updated. Okay, so we just need to create a game object here, and we need to assign it. So you can see this is a cube prefab. We need to have a cube prefab here. We need to assign the cube prefab and the right controller anchor. So we first quickly assign the right controller anchor here. Okay, it's the right hand anchor. Okay. Yeah, we need to have the right controller anchor. So we just need to select this here, drag it here, and then we will create a cube in the scene. Let's have it 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1 and position at 0, 0, 0, and we'll just have it as a prefab. Okay, and we'll delete it from the scene, and to this script we will have the cube attached, and let's see if it works. Okay, so now if I click the B button, you can see the cubes are getting spawned. So it has generated the script correctly. So I can show you here in full screen. So the script is creating a lot of cubes just by pressing the B button, and it is generating correctly. So this is how you can integrate Cursor into Unity, and I think this was just a basic tutorial that I was creating just to make you understand how you can do the integration, but there is a lot to explore here. I will maybe in future I'll create a detailed tutorial on Cursor. So I have recorded this video just as a live demonstration and not like a properly edited one, because I just wanted to quickly show you how to do it, and hope you like this tutorial. And I want to see like what you are able to generate using Cursor. So till then, see you in the next video.